Alex Chrono?
Yeah?
Detective Jones, MPD. May I come in for a minute?
Yeah, sure. So, what's this all about?
Please, have a seat.
Okay.
Mr. Chrono, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
I'm sorry?
Your uncle, Jonathan, he died last night.
What?
So far, evidence shows he tripped at the top of his stairs and split his head open at the bottom. Wasn't able to call for help. Understand you weren't very close to him?
No, I haven't seen him in a couple years.
That's what we understood, but you're still his next of kin considering we haven't found your father. I'm really sorry, kid.
You may think you know what happened here, but really the world is far more complex than you could possibly imagine. There are those who enforce the rules that you cannot break, and those who are born to break them.
Alphys. Polyton. Jonathan Chrono is dead. I told you to wait until he was disposed of. He got in the way. I had to act. The young Chrono will now know we are coming for him. He cannot fight us. You know better than that. Then we'll have to make him come to us. Find someone in Alex Chrono's past that could gain us leverage. Choose carefully and act quickly. Alex Chrono must not escape us again. Yes, sir.
Rachel.
Oh my gosh! Alex?
Stay back!
What just happened? You were there, and now we're here. You shot my... What did...
Just give me a minute.
What are you?
Really? probably should have told you, Rachel. I probably should have told you that I'd make things a whole lot better, but I just couldn't.
What's going on?
You know that thing that attacked you? It's an overseer.
Overseer.
It's complicated?
Obviously.
Okay. Overseers. They enforce the mortal laws, gravity, time, space, that kind of thing.
Those aren't rules, those are facts.
That's what you're supposed to think. In the beginning, all that was real was matter and soul. You've been convinced to think that time only moves forward, gravity only pulls things down, and objects have to travel through space to get somewhere. You follow?
I guess.
Now, the Overseers. They didn't break the rules. They don't have that kind of power. They're put here to keep humanity from falling into chaos.
So, you're one of them.
No, I'm the worst enemy. I'm a breaker.
But you are human, right?
Yes, I can break the mortal laws, but I still live in the mortal system. I just cheated. That's why I can do all those things. At the end of the Dark Ages, Prime, the leader of the Overseers, fell in love with a mortal woman. He was never supposed to reveal himself, so he was exiled and replaced by a new Prime, Alphys. But before this happened, he and the woman had a child. Half Overseer, half mortal. This is where we come in.
So that's why they're after you.
They were after you. Actually, they almost killed you.
What? Why?
I'm one of the most powerful breakers in the world today. They know they can't defeat me without risking Prime, so they use you to get to me. I saw them coming for you, but I knew it was too late, so I went back in time and saved you. But as for why they're after me, it's more than just breaking mortal laws. I directly oppose their rule. A few years ago, I saw a man falling out of a window 30 stories up, so I went back in time and saved him. I've been on the run ever since.
But you saved his life. How is that a crime?
It's a crime because the Overseers are the ones who pushed him out of the window. He was supposed to die. That way I went back later in time and fixed it. I still did it.
So that's why I never saw you again.
I'm sorry, Rachel. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't risk your safety.
But what changed?
My Uncle John. He was my mentor. He was the one who trained me to be a breaker. He told me if he ever died, they wouldn't be far behind.
Why didn't you save him?
I was too late. He was already dead. Matter and soul, Rachel. Once the soul's out of the system, it's all over. No matter if I'd gone back and tried to save him, he would have died. No matter what I have done.
So now what do we do?
I'm gonna take you to a safe house. I hid there for many years and they never found me.
Would it be that long?
It could be hours, days, months, maybe longer. There's really nowhere safe from the Overseers stop chasing us. There's a breaker revolution going on right now that could buy some time.
Then let's go.
Well, that should throw him off.
What should?
We went back 5 years in time before I even found this place.
So how are they still chasing us?
Oh, they live outside the system. All time is the same to them. Gives me a headache even thinking about it. Well, hope this stuff still works.
Who set this all up?
I did. I think. Maybe somewhere in the future. Probably.
You were a fool to bring her here.
How'd you find us?
We have eyes in all times and all places. It is simply a matter of looking through the right ones.
Never take her.
Her? I have no orders concerning her. Now that I have you, she will be dealt with.
You think you can rule us? Kill whoever you want just because you don't need him anymore?
You refer to the man whose dissolution you temporarily postponed. What were the consequences of your actions, Mr. Chrono? What evil did that man go on to commit? What of his unborn children, or their children? How did they go on to change the world?
Don't tell me you know that.
You know very well that we do, Mr. Chrono. You could too. Did you bother to check?
No.
You say that we have no right to rule. Do you?
Is he...
Dead? No. Powerless? Yeah.
You think you've won. You think you're a foil to the plan. No. All this going is predestined to. You are a cog in the machine, even as you try to break it.
His machine is that. Primes?
No. I speak as one who is Alpha and Omega.
This is Alex Chrono. I want you to hear this. Your overseer is dead. I will not rest or stop until I'm given the freedom to use my power for good. Or all of you are dead. Your choice.
Chrono,
Alphys.
you killed Polyden.
Well, he tried to kill me. And Rachel.
So she...
He knows everything.
I see. I heard your terms.
And?
We already have one war to fight. We cannot fight another. You are free, Alex, on 2 conditions.
Name them.
You must never reveal the existence of the mortal laws, the overseers, or the breakers to any living mortal.
Yes?
You may never join the resistance against the overseers. We hope that one day you'll be able to mediate a resolution to this conflict.
I just have one question, Prime.
You may ask it.
Why did you want that man to die? Hadn't he done anything wrong?
He hadn't, but he would have. His life would have been the death of millions.
So you're one to judge the crime that hadn't even happened yet?
The only thing that separated him from his crime was time.
But was it right?
Ask the men, women, and children that we saved, Chrono. Ask the world, for we saved it from heartbreak. What would you have done in our position? Goodbye, young Chrono.
Rachel, you upset?
No. I just... The world just seems a little less bright now.
How so?
I never thought that anybody could make a decision like that, throwing away one life to save more.
But couldn't you see they had to?
I don't know. Just have to wonder if they ever changed my future like that.
See what you mean? Wait, I can fix this.
How?
I can go back in time and change what happened. I can make it so you never learned any of this.
No, Alex. I might wish that I'd never learned any of this, but I couldn't forget it. Besides, I'd rather know the truth than live even in a beautiful lie. I'm ready to go home now.
Does he trust you?
Completely, sir.
Good. This is the first step to figuring out how it all works. How to kill all of them.